that happen.
Thank you so much.
You bet. And I wanted to ask Mr. Cordes a question here, because yesterday I asked Commissioner O'Malia and Weekton about the damaging proposed rule on residential interest and same-day margin calls for farmers and ranchers. And I'm cautiously optimistic from their answers. I don't know if you had an opportunity to hear that, but that changes will be made, and they feel like there's a staff drafting such as we speak. But for the record, can you please elaborate on why the proposed rule could harm farmers and ranchers?
Yeah, I did catch part of that testimony, and it's good to hear that some things are being redrafted and looked at. I would say from perspective, if it's not, here's what's going to happen. Going forward, you will have to be ready for that one-day event that might happen once or twice a year. And for a firm like ours or in our industry where you're normally hedgers, and if you get a big market move up, you got to be prepared to have that money on your balance sheet at that time. Not when the margin call shows up at the end of the day or later, at that time. There is periods in our system in the last few years on some of these days. I mean, it might be at $100 million a day needs to be. You would have to throw it on your balance sheet just to be ready for that one-day event. Firms are not going to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, customer, we're going to have you put some skin in this game, and by that, you're going to have to increase your margin requirement that's on deposit with us. That's going to affect their working capital. As I think we've heard on some of the other ones, working capital is precious, and that costs resources and ultimately hits the bottom line.